If you love fun fold cards and you would like one layout that you want to remake over and over again with supplies you already have, then this one is for you. Hi, I'm Julia with Julia Sue's Stamping. I'm so glad you're here to spend a little bit of creative time with me. Thank you. Today is all about a very interactive style of card. It's called a double Z fold. And I have some variations to share with you to just be able to show you how interactive this fun fold really is. And here is the very best part. You don't need any specific stamps or paper or anything. You just use what's already in your crafting space to create this. These cards are going to feel fresh every single time. So if you're watching the live, please hop over into the chat and let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching the replay, then please leave a comment so I can say hi. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy card making inspiration like this, it truly helps my small business more than you know, and I truly appreciate it. Well, I think we should get started. How about you? Let's go. So the card base for this is basically one sheet of cardstock, and one of them has been cut to be 4 1/4 by 11, and the other one has been cut to be 2 3/4 by 10 1/4. So I want you to relax, settle back, and don't worry too much about measurements, because as always I do have a free downloadable PDF for you on my blog. The link is in the description. Please be sure you go grab it. Check it out. It's absolutely free. There are measurements, supplies, instructions, step-by-step photos of the card, all the things that you need. So go there, have some fun with it, okay? Anyway, the larger piece has been scored at the usual place of 5 1/2 inches. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold that. The front of the card we're going to fold back on a second score line that is at 2 3/4 inches from the end. So we're going to go ahead and get that nice and tight. This will be the front of our double Z fold card. It's already a Z, a kind of an elongated Z over here, but you can see the Z, opposite Z, maybe that's the right way. Anyway, there we go. Now, for the smaller piece, it's kind of the same thing. It has been scored at 4 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and make that a nice definite score line. And then it was scored again at the 7 1/2 inch mark. So I've got these two score lines, getting them nice and crisp. And you can see another Z right there. Next, it's time to add some fun designer series paper to the larger piece so that we can get it decorated and ready to go. Now here's a tip for you. Always do a dry run. Put your paper down before you actually adhere it, because sometimes we accidentally cut things too big. Ask me how I know. This larger piece here has been cut to be 5 1/4 by 4, and this is 2 1/2 by 4. These gorgeous papers that I'm using today are from the Perennial Lavender, and I've got this piece cut to be the same size as this one, but I wanted it to really contrast. I wanted a bigger pattern with the smaller pattern, and I think that fits the bill perfectly. Then I've got this little piece here, only 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. It's going to go hang out on this piece right here in the center. Now it's time for the super fun assembly part. I'm going to be using the Fragrant Layers stamp set and the die cuts. These are the die cuts that I'm using, and I've already die cut all these fun pieces out. I've got a bunch of leaves in Lost Lagoon, some of flower centers in the Gorgeous Grape. Got Highland Heather here, This is Highland Heather, isn't it? And this one is the Fresh Freesia. And I've got a little piece that I didn't get out yet, so it's out now. All right, and all I'm going to do is put these pieces together. I laid down the pieces exactly where I want them to go, and now I'm simply going to put some dimensionals onto the back of these so that it will lift up and be on there exactly the way I want. I'm going to be generous with the dimensionals, and I think that's pretty good. Maybe one more right here. Okay, they fit just right. Take off the paper backing and laying it down right where I had everything arranged. Perfect. I love how that looks. Yay! So I've got all of my elements down onto the piece of basic white that's been 4.5 by 2.5. Now I'm going to decorate the sentiment piece. Gorgeous Grape is going to be the color of choice today. I'm grabbing the It's Your Day stamp from that same stamp set and inking it down perfectly. Now for the outline. I just want a little piece of it up here to show on this cute little 2x2 piece. It's going to go inside. So I'm just going to stamp it right here on the bottom. Now to color it in with some Fresh Freesia. So lay it down, make sure that that stamp is on there just right. There. Perfect. I love how it's got a little bit of difference on there. And with a little bit of Lost Lagoon, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of leaves on here just to help make it look a little nicer. And then color them in. Stamp it off once. Stamp it off, and this side. So the sentiment ended up being put together by having the die cut basic white piece put into the Gorgeous Grape frame. I used tear and tape to connect it on the back so it's nice and secure. Time for the sentiment here. I've got Happy Birthday and Cue the Confetti from the banner saying, so cute. I can't wait to get this on there. So I've got a happy birthday here. And now the Cue the Confetti, all in the Gorgeous Grape. And it's simply time to adhere all these little pieces together. I've got some adhesive, so I'm going to use some real nice strong adhesive to put down on the back. And now the decorative art piece goes on to the top. Now it's time for the little sentiment piece, and if you wanted to have more room to write your message, just make that a 2.5 by 2.5 piece of basic white as well instead of designer series paper. Go ahead and put that inside. Awesome! This is so fun. As you know, when you've got a foam fold, it needs to be extra secure. So I've got tear and tape here for the back of this piece as well. I put some strips on the 2.5 by 2.5 bit, the back of it, lifting off the release paper. Now I'm going to simply put this down on the front like I will want it to be in the long run, and down. Okay, now I can see what's going to end up needing the tear and tape here. So I'm going to put that down and looking for my tear and tape. Here it is. I'll start off with a piece right here and put a few pieces down. Make sure they're really secure. Now I'm going to lift them up, take off that release paper, and one more to finish off this card quick as can be. Nice. All right. So there is our double Z fold. How cool is that? All right, time to add the sentiment. All right, so placing it right at the top. I decided to use the Pearls of Beauty. They are part of a totally different suite, but that's okay because they have this white and crumb cake. I think they're going to look fabulous. And I saw that I've got a little bit of adhesive thing here, which just means it's a perfect embellishment opportunity. Just put a few in here. I think one there. I think I'm going to stick another one right here. And a little one here. And I'm going to go with 5 of them today on this. So one more big one right there. Oh, nice. I'm so thrilled with how this turned out. It's absolutely perfect. I love everything about this. Anyone who gets this is going to comment on it and enjoy having it for their own. It's very unique and easy to make because I just used scraps that I had. Scraps and a couple of fun stamp sets. Okay, here's another variation on this one. This is with the Valentine Kisses stamp set and dies, as well as the a la mode alphabet set. I am so crazy about this. Really fun papers. I've got some interesting shapes and did a little bit of fun coloring. Great card. I would love to hear what your favorite one is. Do you like the flower variation or the cute little bear? Or do you see a great stamp set in your future or on your desk that you would use to create? I would love to hear all about it. So if you already have a demonstrator for Stampin' Up, that's great. But if you don't, I would love to be your crafty cheerleader. That's it. This fold is so interactive and fun. I love it. Before you go, I want to be sure to remind you that the easiest way to recreate these is to grab that free PDF tutorial. It's on my blog and the link is down in the description, so please be sure you check it out. I am so glad that you were here to hang out with me for a little bit today. Thank you for your time and for supporting my small business. It means the world to me. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day today and that you have a chance to get inky. Bye.